So today I'm going to shift gears in content on my channel. Today I'm going to discuss Vault 7 Year Zero. Now, if some of you don't really know what this is already, allow me to explain. So what is Vault 7? No, it's actually not a real-life vault like in Fallout or something, but a codename by Wikileaks. The first full part of the series, Year Zero, comprises 8,761 documents and files from an isolated high-security network, situated inside CIA's Center for Cyber Intelligence in Langley, Virginia. It follows an introductory disclosure last month of CIA targeting French political parties and candidates in the lead-up to the 2012 presidential election. And for those of you wondering who it was that came out with this information, Wikileaks has stayed silent on the identity of the people involved in this. There's quite a bit to cover here, so let's get started. First off, this is only part 1 in what could be a multi-part series, but as to how many parts or when they plan on releasing more info remains a mystery. The WikiLeaks site states that recently the CIA lost control of the majority of its hacking arsenal, including malware, viruses, trojans, weaponized zero-day exploits, malware remote control systems, and associated documentation. This extraordinary collection, which amounts to more than several hundred million lines of code, gives its possessor the entire hacking capacity of the CIA. The archive appears to have been circulated among former US government hackers and contractors in an unauthorized manner, one of whom has provided WikiLeaks with portions of the archive. WikiLeaks site continues to state, Year Zero introduces the scope and direction of the CIA's Global Covert hacking program. Its malware arsenal and dozens of zero-day weaponized exploits against a wide range of US and European company products include Apple's iPhone, Google's Android, and Microsoft's Windows, and even Samsung's TVs, which are turned into covert microphones. So these CIA hacking tools have been officially released to the public, or at least we have an idea of what these hacking tools are like, and can or could get into the hands of others. Now, of course, we know that the US government has always had their wiretaps and their constant eye on the citizens of the US. Big Brother has always been watching, after all, and will more than likely continue to do so. But the level this has taken, of bugging and infiltrating the homes of citizens, it raises some concerns for me. Stated on WikiLeaks, the source details policy questions that they say urgently need to be debated in public, including whether the CIA's hacking capabilities exceed its mandated powers and the problem of public oversight of the agency. The source wishes to initiate a public debate about the security, creation, use, proliferation, and democratic control of cyber weapons. Now, before people start calling this bullshit or saying this is just a conspiracy or tinfoil hat nonsense, news of the FBI working with the CIA were reported a couple days ago, in order to apprehend the whistleblower or potential whistleblowers that leaked the information on WikiLeaks. White House spokesman Sean Spicer quoted, "This alleged leak should concern every American for its impact on nation security. Anybody who leaks classified information will be held accountable to the maximum extent of the law." This is from an article from USA Today, which I will also link in the description. Now, this is some scary, unnerving shit, and we don't know whether or not this is being used in a nebulous way. People are saying this is used to protect the citizens from nefarious foreign hackers or attackers. But at the same time, having this type of control and power in the wrong hands should raise some concerns on all fronts. Because if the CIA has access to this technology, then certainly other countries will get their hands on it or will use it to their advantage, if they don't already have it. But in essence, a lot of people can have access to these hacking tools, and that can be a recipe for disaster. But this goes beyond just listening in on our phone calls, however. Routers, microphones, computers, and even Samsung's smart TV will be picking up on what you say and or do. Now, this should be an alarming thing. And yes, we all know that the government has been listening in on us. That isn't really anything new. But the fact that it's gone to this extreme, and the fact that they let these hacking tools unchecked, to quote Edward Snowden, because until closed, any hacker can use the security hole in the CIA left open to break into any iPhone in the world. That is a fucking problem. Now, in my opinion, and by the way, hi CIA, I'm so glad that you're here to listen in on my recording. Why don't you just sit down and make yourself at home? Please, I insist. This should and will raise a lot of red flags amongst Americans concerning the issue of privacy, because every American has a right to their privacy. But that just raises the question of how far is our government willing to go with this, and the answer, in my opinion, is pretty damn far. And whether or not you think this is ethical or non-ethical can be up to how you view it. Personally, I don't think this is ethical in the slightest. And it's not like we're talking about only one tool they use. use. We are talking about several, if not more, of these tools. On Wikileaks, they have branches of the tools that are used. The CIA's Engineering Development Group, EDG management system, contains around 500 different projects, only some of which are documented by year zero, each with their own sub-projects, malware, and hacker tools. The majority of these projects relate to tools that are used for penetration, infestation, implanting, and exfiltration. Wikileaks also says once a single cyber weapon is loose, it can spread around the world in seconds. Again, this is scary shit. Of course, this doesn't just affect Americans, it does affect other people in different countries as well. More information is planned to be released on Wikileaks, and who knows what we're gonna see, or when we will see it. So far, only 1% of the documents have been released. What do you all think about this? Please leave a comment and tell me your thoughts. Thank you all so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, I'll see all of you little cretins in my next video.